A very good evening. It's Saturday, the 6th of October 2012, and welcome to a brand new edition of Weekend Primetime News. I'm Arundhati Mudanayak. First, a look at the stories making headlines tonight. President says that all bills that obstruct the public service should be amended. University lecturers in a discussion with Minister Basil Rajapaksa. Who will be crowned champions for the ICC World T20? Sri Lanka and the West Indies brace themselves for the final.
Pantene 3-minute miracle for less hair fall. Pantene.
Who will win the ICC World 2020 World Championship? Host Sri Lanka will take on the West Indies in the decisive battle for the coveted title. The battle begins at the R. Premdasa Stadium in Colombo at 7 p.m. tomorrow.
This is the second time that Sri Lanka advanced to the finals in an ICC World T20 Championship. Sri Lanka emerged the runners-up at the ICC World T20 in 2009. Incidentally, this is the first occasion on which the West Indian team has progressed to the finals of an ICC Championship since 1983.
Obviously, they're playing at home. They know the conditions very well. So I just hope we get a very good cricket wicket. But whatever we get, we just have to go out and execute. We're going to focus on them, but we're going to put more emphasis on us and what we could do. We needed our A game to beat Australia, and we'll have to play a touch better to beat Sri Lanka. And we believe we could do that.
To have our focus on the entire team, and the way we analyze and have a game plan is for a team, not for individuals. So we try and go out and execute. Like I've always said, the records, the numbers and everything is there, but it's on the day how you perform. So we just need to react to situations on the day. We're pretty confident. That's all you need as a team. We just go out there tomorrow, like I've always said, try and deliver. That's it.
The main wicket takers for the two teams have been Ajantha Mendis and Ravi Rampal, while Mahela Jayawardene and Chris Gayle have amassed the most number of runs throughout the tournament for Sri Lanka and West Indies respectively. Australian skipper George Bailey is of the view that dismissing Chris Gayle before he reaches the 20-run mark is crucial for a Sri Lanka victory. However, chairman of the Sri Lanka Cricket Selection Committee Ashanta Demel says that Sri Lanka has a strong lineup capable of clinching victory. We probably have planned for each West Indian batsman. However, this plan should be executed properly during the game. Sometimes these plans might change during the game. But I'm sure that our bowlers have a plan to restrict the Windies batsmen. The two teams have faced each other on 4 occasions in the international T20 arena, and Sri Lanka has dominated the men from the Caribbean with victories in all 4 games. Whoever it is, it won't be a challenge for our team when you consider their strengths. Sri Lanka will definitely win. Sri Lanka will definitely win the final.
We're going to win this one, boys!
Well, this is the manner in which well-wishers posted their wishes to our Sri Lankan cricket team through our website www.newsfirst.lk. Well, is the city of Colombo ready to host tomorrow's all-important finals? The police media spokesperson elaborated on the matter.
විශේෂයෙන්ම මේ තරගය වෙනුවෙන් කෙත්තාරාම ක්‍රීඩාංගණය සහ අවට ප්‍රදේශයේ
A special traffic plan will be in effect in the area surrounding the R. Premdasa Stadium. If you have a parking permit, please ensure that it is pasted on your windscreen clearly so that others can see. Special roads have been set aside for such vehicles to head to their parking slots. Vehicles without parking permits can only be parked near Sangaraj roundabout and Ingram Junction.
සංඝරාජ වටරවුමත් ඉංග්‍රම් හන්දියත් අතර
MTV Sports News First, brought to you by Give the body the readiness it needs for continuous development. M for Grow A+.
President Mahinda Rajapaksa says that all bills that interfere with public services need to be amended. The president made this observation during a meeting with provincial political representatives at Temple Trees today.
The meeting was convened with the intention of consulting the views and proposals of provincial politicians in formulating the budget of 2013. The people of this country have given us power in order to develop the country. We should think about what is expected of us and what are our responsibilities, duties, and not about what we get in return. We need to prioritize on where we need to direct this country to and how we should do it. We need to act with an understanding of the problems in the country at present.
Two foreign nationals died this evening when they were struck by lightning in the Lipton Seat area in Dampethanna, Haputhale. Badulla District Assistant Director of the Disaster Management Centre EML Uday Kumara said that 3 other individuals who were in shock were admitted to hospital. A woman was among the victims. Meanwhile, a woman from the Mahavidya area in Deniyaya is currently receiving treatment at the Karapitiya Teaching Hospital, saying that she was assaulted by a group of police officers attached to the Deniyaya police.
3 people assaulted me. One of them removed the belt he was wearing and beat me. I told them not to beat me.
She says that the reason for this incident was that her son engaging in a fast against the liquor outlet in the Deniyaya town that is said to have sold liquor to school children. We looked deeper into the matter.
This footage that was recorded via a mobile phone shows one of the sons of the hospitalized woman engaged in a fast opposite the liquor outlet. He engaged in the fast saying that liquor was being sold to children in school uniform. Later, the police who arrived at the location attempted to take him into a police vehicle. Police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rona said that the boy was engaged in a fast, saying to avoid consuming alcohol. However, the owners of the outlet had made a complaint to the police that the individual acted in an unruly manner because he was not given liquor on credit. The police media spokesperson noted that the police had gone to the location to control the situation as the road was obstructed owing to this fast. The police said that he was arrested on charges of forcibly attempting to enter the outlet. 54-year-old mother of 3, Violet Munavira, was also injured.
They assaulted me with the belt and my glasses fell off. They assaulted me again. They beat me with the hand. Then I asked why they are beating me. Then my son grabbed one of them. Then they beat me again. Then I fell. I don't know what happened afterwards.
Relatives say that the woman in question had undergone surgery on her head before. She has undergone a brain surgery before. When I inquired, I got to know that my sister had fallen down after being beaten by the police. Meanwhile, another person too who was injured is receiving treatment in hospital. They dragged one woman out. Then I walked past them. A police officer who accused me of trying to attack him hit me in the face with a belt. If an individual is acting in an unruly manner which disturbs the others, the police will go there to stop it. At that time, if 200 to 300 people surround the place and refuse to allow the said individual to be taken, the police will have to use force. It is after an investigation that we can determine whether the use of force was reasonable or not. However, the youth in question was presented before the magistrate and was remanded until Wednesday.
Meanwhile, a demonstration was held this evening against the opening of a liquor outlet close to the Watugedera junction in Ambalangura. A group of locals first arrived at the Watugedera temple and they made their way to the liquor outlet that was said to be opened. They engaged in a demonstration urging that a responsible official arrive there and provide a solution. However, as no official arrived, the demonstrators engaged in a protest obstructing the Ambalangura Alpitia main road. A correspondent noted that owing to this, traffic along the road was disrupted for an hour's time as the access road to the Kurunduga Hatakma, which leads to the Southern Expressway, was also blocked. Following assurances from the ASP of Ambalanguru, who arrived there later to provide solutions following discussion, the group dispersed. A meeting between the Federation of University Teachers Association and Minister of Economic Development Basil Rajapaksa was held this evening. The meeting was held at the Ministry of Economic Development. Subsequent to the meeting, the chairman of FUTA, Dr. Nimal Ranjit Devasiri, said that the meeting was productive.
The members of the Federation of University Teachers Association gathered at the Colombo University before heading off to the meeting. Subsequent to the meeting with the Minister of Economic Development, Chairman of the FUTA, Dr. Nirmal Ranjit Devasiri, expressed the following views.
We can say the discussions were productive. We came into an agreement with the Minister on the discussions held on the 31st of August. He gave us another certification based on that agreement. We also have a need to hold discussions with Dr. P.B. Jayasundara regarding our salaries. Most certainly, these discussions will be held on Monday. If we will be able to make those discussions successful, there is a chance that we will be able to make a decision on the trade union action. We will have to decide on the success of this discussion based on the success of the discussions on Monday with Dr. P.B. Jayasundara. If it becomes successful, we can say today's one was successful. We will have to decide on the strike action following the conclusion of the meeting with Jayasundara and presenting it before our members. The executive committee have to decide on it.
සමාජිකත්වයට ගෙන ආ යුතුයි. ඒ සමාජිකත්වය තමයි අවසාන තීරණය ගත යුත්තේ. සහ සමාජිකත්වය සහ ඉන්පසු විධායක කමිටුව රැස් වෙලා මේ තමයි තීරණය ගත යුත්තේ දැන්.
Well, a simple mistake can have serious repercussions. Now, what if that simple mistake claimed the life of another individual? Well, the repercussions would then resonate across a number of lives.
Tiruni Vatsalya stepped onto the road on that fateful day at around 4 p.m. after concluding her daily activities. As her husband's vehicle suffered a breakdown, she chose to board a bus to head home. She was compelled to do so as an 8-month-old infant was waiting for her at home. However, she wasn't able to go that far. As she was crossing the road along the yellow crossing at the duplication junction and making her way away from Bambalapitiya, a reckless bus driver who was heading from Kolpiti towards Tummula claimed the life of Tiruni Vatsalya. 27-year-old Tiruni Vatsalya was laid to rest yesterday.
The bus driver was completely at fault. It is very dangerous to drive in such a manner without paying heed to the yellow crossings. Drivers have to pay attention to this. The said driver was arrested, produced before court and remanded. Charges will be filed against this individual.
බැඳලා පළවෙනි යාගේ අවුරුද්දේ එයාගේ පළවෙනි උපන්දිනේට එයාට තෑග්ග හැටියට හම්බ වෙච්ච දරුවා මට ළමයාගේ අම්මව කවදාවත් හම්බ වෙන්නේ නැහැ ළමයාට ඒ මව්සෙනෙහස හම්බ වෙන්නේ මම දන්නේ නැහැ මම කොහොමද මේ ඉස්සරහට මම මුණ දෙන්න ඕනේ කියලා.
The duplication junction is one which witnesses a large amount of vehicular traffic throughout the day. However, when we arrived at the location today, the traffic lights were not operational. This is the manner in which the lone police officer worked tirelessly to control the situation. The colour lights and the safety signs near the yellow crossing on which Tiruni Vatsalya died were not operational as well. Whoever the culprits are, steps should be taken to punish them. But is that all that should be done?